Hi, welcome to BluePod. This video is all about removing, checking and refitting the brewing unit in our Colibri coffee machine. This is the default position, everything's good. If you have a jammed pod, it will appear something like this. This pin here is much lower down than it should be. If you look towards the base of the unit, the big disc, this post here should be in the 1 o'clock position. So clearly there's something wrong here, we need to remove the unit. First thing to do is to remove the metal plate. It just lifts up, pull it towards you. Next, undo the green screw. Once it comes loose, pull the unit towards you. Pull off the brown hose on the right hand side. And the last job is to remove the 2 water hoses on the top. They use push-fit connectors. Just push down on the green plastic ring. While you're pushing downwards, pull the pipe out. And that's it. Remove the unit from the machine. Here it is. So, the big disc at the bottom. The post here should be at 1 o'clock, not 7 o'clock. If we spin it round, we'll find the jammed pod here. It's just visible poking out. If you can't remove it by hand, we need to rotate the unit. If in this case it's stuck, you can lift up the 2 latches, there's one either side. While you've got them lifted up, spin the whole unit clockwise. And there we go. While we've got the unit out of the machine, there are 2 things to check. First, if you spin it round, look for the gold coloured pin. Just push it up and down a few times. It should be nice and free. Should be no binding. So this one's okay. Also check in this chamber for any coffee grounds, cardboard. If there's anything in there, give it a rinse under a tap. Make sure it looks clean. Now we need to get the machine ready. As you can see here, this metal pin is in the 7 o'clock position. We need to move that up to the 1 o'clock position so we can get the brewing unit back in. To do that, we need to power up the machine, so you need to find your yellow service key. Pop it into the black fitting at the top of the machine and then twist it 90 degrees. It'll stay in. Once the machine says ready for use, on the inside of the door you'll find 2 buttons. Push the right hand one. Ready for use will change to maintenance and then statistics. If you have any error message about a filter, press the mochaccino button. Otherwise, press sugar until group function is displayed. Now keep your hands clear of the machine now. Press the cappuccino button, the 3rd down on the left, and you'll hear the motor start up inside the machine. It'll say working on the display. Now you can see the metal pin rotating round. Eventually, after a few rotations, it will stop in the default position at 1 o'clock and you'll be all set to put the brewer back inside the machine. On the brew unit chassis, there are 2 arrows. Make sure they're lined up here and here. Turn the unit round. The point here and here are going to line up with these grey posts, and this hole here is where you're aiming to get the metal pin. So rest the brew unit inside the machine, connect up the brown coffee hose to the nozzle, connect the 2 white hoses to the top of the unit. They're different sizes, just make sure they're pushed fully home. Tip the top of the unit towards you very slightly, slide it backwards. Once it's in position, do up the screw. Final thing is to refit the metal plate. And then we're good to test the machine. Take out the yellow service key, wait a second or 2, and then pop it back in. Once the machine says ready for use, make a selection. Keep your hands clear of the machine, as you can see, everything will start moving. Put a cup under the nozzles and put a cup under the sugar nozzle just in case any's dropped on your floor. Watch here for a pod dropped. Everything will rotate round, you'll hear the pump start, and hopefully at this point you'll have coffee. If everything appears to go okay and your selection finishes, take out the yellow service key, close up the machine, and you're all set. Thanks very much.